So here's an experiment I would like you to do. You can do it at home. You can do it in your office space. You can do it within your team of, so you said you have a team of 12 people. Please get those 12 into a little room, give everybody a cup of coffee or tea. You can do this experiment. List out 10 qualities which you like, which are required in the office space. If you're doing it at home, then list out 10 qualities which are required in a home. And get your 2 children, your husband or your wife, dining table, say, let's not watch TV today. After all, in the same serial, the same woman dies every day or shouts like mad every day. Switch it off. Netflix is terrible. Unless you want to watch some the adventures of the humpback whale in the South Pacific, which is probably the most interesting thing I find on TV. Anyway, so write these 10 qualities down. When I asked you at the beginning, you mentioned some of these qualities. You talked about adaptability, knowledge, empathy, honesty, courage, nobody said. Somebody said loyalty. Loyalty closely linked to courage. Because if your loyalty is of a high level, you will have the courage to speak up. If the loyalty is not there, you will never have the courage. You didn't mention sacrifice. You mentioned team spirit, cheerfulness you mentioned, dependability you mentioned in some other form. You said trust. Trust and dependability are related. But I went to the net yesterday and I looked for a few qualities which bankers must have. So here are those. So you can put these qualities also. I have no problem. Put any qualities which you want. It's very simple. Give yourself marks A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The other person also gives themselves marks for themselves. Put a date on it. Now when you plot values, you get what is called, quite simply, it's called a graph. Every graph has a volume. Now if you said you want to improve your knowledge, you said you want to be more cheerful, approachable, flexible, less anxious, ABC, whatever it is. If you work on it and do the same exercise after 3 months, after 6 months, after 1 year, the volume of your graph must change to a little higher. So somebody who wants to be more informed has to use that 3 months to study and read, do an online course, do a certification, acquire a new skill. When you do that, the volume of your graph will change. 3 months may be too short, 6 months is a good way, 1 year is a great. If you actually have a happy team, a brilliant way of doing this is make 2 copies of the same graph. You do one, get somebody else to do yours. So I might give myself 8 out of 10 on sense of humor, but you might give me only 6. I might give myself 8 out of 10 on wisdom. She might give me only 5. Now the gap between where you are assessed by somebody else and where you assess yourself is what I would like to call the blind path. It's not a blind spot, it's a blind path. And that is where we need to improve as leaders. Now this is not an experiment that is out of a psychology book, this is my own theory. Will it work? It works. Try it sometime. And it's a brilliant exercise, also a good exercise in team building, because it's great fun.